tell them you don't represent me, you're not working for me, those are not my aspirations. And if they come out in massive numbers, protest at the precincts where these killer cops work, protest at city halls, only then will police departments and cities and states start weeding out racists who are in police forces all over the country, masquerading as officers of the law. So that's one thing we need to see happen. And now there's no issue of plausible deniability. And this is where we can actually thank Amy Cooper. Amy Cooper let loose the secret that we all knew about. That white people pretend that black people exaggerate when they complain about racism. No. White people know the intense nature of racism in this country. And they know that a black man, a black person can always be accused falsely by a white person. And that whiteness and white supremacy at the end of the day will always prevail. So we thank you, Amy Cooper, with your despicable, ugly, racist display. You revealed a lot to us and to everybody else in the world. So these are the steps that need to be taken. White people have to be at the forefront of fighting this pandemic of racism and attacks against black people. And then police departments need to be reformed. There's no reason why white officers that live in the suburbs are policing African American communities where they don't reside, they have no connections to. We have to get back. We have to get to community policing. Let the police officers that police these communities have the connection and live in those communities, or at least have roots in those communities. And when we have racist incidents, such as the one we saw in Minneapolis, with evidentiary proof, like that video, clear cut, don't wait for 4 days to arrest the criminal perpetrator. He should have been arrested. Chauvin should have been arrested and charged immediately. These are some of the steps that we need to see happen. And obviously it now raises the other question. How many cases have been covered up when we see the cover-up involved in each and every one of these cases? Arbery case, cover-up. Breonna case, cover-up. And even in this case of Chauvin, there was an attempt to cover up. Initially, the police department in Minneapolis put out some crazy statement that the victim developed some medical condition and was taken by ambulance, and that he had also resisted arrest. All a bunch of falsehoods. So we need to actually review many past cases in police departments all across this country. And obviously from now on, let's keep our eyes open to look at cover-ups that, as far as I believe, follow automatically whenever there's an incident involving violence by police officers against black individuals. And Chauvin was playing along with that cover-up too. He could be heard telling Floyd to get up and get in the car. Get up and get in the car. And why would he say that? Obviously because he was recording it to try to create that false alibi that he could then later use in his defense to get away with murder. How can somebody get up when you have two officers pinning him down and you have you yourself killing him with your knees? So that was he was manufacturing false evidence to later on help in his exoneration. So today was a little more lengthy, but obviously there were many issues I needed to get out. So thank you, sisters and brothers. Stay strong, stay hopeful. As African people, we have endured some of life's most tremendous challenges.